Hi, how's everyone? Jake Dawson here from Upbound Taree, here to do the Regional Business Connect 10 at 10. So let's kick it off with how many years Upbound has been in business. So, all in all, Upbound has been in business for 4 years. I come on board 6 months ago, and with that brought across an Optus business partnership, so we can do Optus business solutions for customers. So, okay, biggest disaster um, in business. So it was actually our very first customer that we got. We cut them across early, so they meant to go across on one day, but it actually happened to go through the day before. And they weren't quite ready. They didn't have the SIM cards in the phones. All of the the people that were using the phones didn't have the phones there. And how we turn that around? We actually went on site, helped them install all the SIM cards. We showed the difference that you get when you've got somebody that's specialised in the field looking after it. So we really just went and made sure that everything that the customer had. Let's just pause there for a second. But how we were able to turn that around was really just go ahead and look after that customer. It is quite easy to do customer service when everything goes right, but we showed the difference that we'll show up and we'll be there and do the hard stuff when it doesn't potentially go your way or something goes wrong. Preference for marketing the business at the moment, we've been using Google AdWords a little bit. We've also been running a couple of campaigns for some of the local customers as well. We find that it finds pretty highly qualified customers, as far as they already know that they have the problem and they're just searching for a solution. So at a local business level, if there isn't a lot of people that are advertising on there, you still only pay per click, and we find it's just a very effective way to get leads. There is a lot of things that also have to be set up correctly with it. You do have to have a good landing page, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into that type of advertising, but if done correctly, then very high bang for your buck advertising. Most important business tool for us, Slack would be one of them. We use that for communicating internally as well as with customers to let them know how projects are going, share files with them. We find that it's got a lot of integrations in it as well that have helped us with that collaboration with customers and each other. And WordPress. So that's how we develop our websites. How it's a business tool is that it's actually got a great level of customization as well as a level of flexibility for what customers want to build. So we find sometimes with Wix and the other website builders that are out there is that they're not quite as flexible, that they're often highly templated. But with WordPress, you can get some level of customization and interactivity with your customers. My preference between running a small or a large organization, I would have to say it would be a large organization, but one that has been set up correctly through the fundamental stage or the small business phase, that has all the systems in the right places and all the people in the right places, because without those two things, then large business gets harder and harder. How do I maintain a work-life balance? So during the COVID period, I worked from home a little bit more, and I found that a balance between that and the office allowed me to get a better work-life balance, as long as I turned my laptop off once I'd finished scheduled work. And also scheduling time in to do activities with the family. Like, for example, today I'm going out to train my son's soccer team. And I'll schedule that time in, and then I'll make it back up later, during doing emails when they've gone to bed or something like that. So I found that sticking to a bit of a schedule really helps to get that work-life balance. Most important thing when managing a team, I would say it is knowing your team, knowing your people, because that's how you're going to get the most out of them. Everyone likes to think that they're doing a good job and they're always meeting expectations and things like that. But sometimes you have to have a performance review with people, so it's really knowing what motivates them and what will get them to perform to the next level. Because for everyone that's different, so you can't take a blanket approach to that. So you've really got to know your people to be able to get the most from them and get them to perform at a high level. Most important bit of advice. So I'm pretty new to business, and can often feel overwhelming, and there's a lot of things that can happen that just throw you off course, throw a whole day, a whole week out. But the best bit of advice that I got was just to enjoy the process. So as funny and as small as that sounds, sometimes we can just feel that overwhelm, but turning that into a positive somehow, or a learning experience, or something like that has really been invaluable for me. Just again, to not let the overwhelm get to you, or any particular circumstance get to you. Use it as a learning experience, and develop yourself, develop your team, develop your company from those learnings. Thank you. I think that's it. I think I covered all that. So thanks everyone for those who joined, and those who will watch later. Thanks.